Hello students, welcome to StudyIQ. My name is Amit Sani and I welcome you in this daily PIB analysis. In the evening these videos come, in the morning the Hindu paper analysis videos they come, and you get these lessons both in Hindi and English language, so whatever you are comfortable in. And 17th of April it is, we are discussing very important questions, very important MCQs, details, so please do not miss any of these lessons. Extremely important these are, and whether the lessons are shorter or longer, but they are exam oriented, and the numbers of questions, they are around 5 to 6 every day, and some details which I'm giving in these questions, that covers a lot of important information. So do not miss any of the lesson. Now the question that I gave to you yesterday, Assam Rifles is the youngest paramilitary force of India. No, it is the oldest paramilitary force of India. So this is wrong. Second is right. The administrative control of Assam Rifles lies with the Home Ministry, and operational control is with the Defense Ministry. That is the trouble. This Assam Rifles, they are demanding from High Court that give this clarity and give our control to Defense Ministry, because we are not working here as a police, so you cannot designate as head police here, and the control of Home Ministry should not be there. It should be under Defense Ministry, and we are the paramilitary forces. So that is the thing, and only 2 is the correct answer here. It is under the control of Home Affairs right now, because all these paramilitary forces, they come under the this particular control of Home Affairs, and they perform many roles including provisions of internal security, and under the control of army through the conduct of counterinsurgency. So they are used by army also, for border security also, and in the time of emergency also, and for medical assistance, educational in remote areas, for that also they are used, and Indo-Myanmar barrier, that is protected right now by them since 2002, and the program that is going on as one border one force, so under that they are serving the place. So that is regarding Assam Rifles. Very important. It started as Assam military police in the 19th century, then in 20th century, before the independence, it was declared as Assam Rifles, and it is the paramilitary force. Next data is by Ministry of Defense, second edition of Indian Navy Vietnam people. The bilateral exercise between the navies of both these countries. Cam Ranh Bay is the place where it was concluded in Vietnam, and Da Nang is the city there. And importantly, the deployment of Eastern Fleet ships of India to the Southeast Asian countries. This particular exercise is going on, and we are interacting more with these Southeast countries. There are strong bilateral relations between both these countries, and they were uplifted in September 16 when Prime Minister of Vietnam, he visited India, and this partnership was elevated to the level of comprehensive strategic partnership. You see, the Doklam issue and all these were going on, and some skirmishes were there between Vietnam and China also, because of the South China Sea and the East China Sea disputes. So the trouble between both these countries, China and Vietnam, that brought Vietnam closer to India. And I think I made a mistake in the Hindi lesson. I took it wrong for Philippines. It was Vietnam. So I said that the capital is Manila. So the capital Manila is of Philippines. It is Vietnam. So I'm sorry for that. Please rectify that. And this ADB is situated there in Manila only. So I said it wrong in the Hindi lesson. I just read something about this Philippines country, and I mistook it for Philippines, and it was Vietnam. So Vietnam was important, and you see the issue of giving missiles to Vietnam, that became a big problem to China at that time. So both the countries, we are having great relationship, and now it is elevated to comprehensive strategic partnership. So that's going on. Next, Home Expo India, that begins in Noida. Noida is located there near Delhi. It is the part of NCERT. And in the morning session of Hindu lesson, I told you that there are export promotion councils, and if you go to visit the website of Ministry of Textile, then you will see a long list of promotional councils for jute, for cotton, for powerloom, for handloom, for other things. And Tax Prosil we discussed in the morning. So this is EPCH, it is for handicrafts. So this is a certain export promotion council, and it is organizing this 3-day exhibition at India Expo, and normal things which usually the common man buys, houseware, home furnishing, flooring, home textile and all these are getting a boost with the rise in the per capita income in India. And this Home Expo is a very fascinating and important event here. More than 50 countries are taking part in this, and EPCH is nodal export promotion body for handicrafts in India. Okay, some GI tags, handicrafts are also very important. You see, Nirmal is the place, and a lot of things are associated with that, and the geographical indication tag is given there. So these kind of things you must revise before the prelims examination. Okay, next, choose correct regarding ensemble prediction system, EPS. You see, IMD under Ministry of Earth Sciences launched it, and jointly it was created by 3 important bodies: IMD, Institute of Tropical Meteorology, and National Center for Medium Range Weather Forecasting. So this is okay, but it is wrong. Why? Because it says that forecasts up to the next 30 days. It is not 30 days. It is actually 5 to 10 days only. So this is wrong and this is right. Only 2 is the correct answer here. As I told you, it's a new model developed by 3 bodies: IMD, NCERT, and IITM. Remember that, and look for their important headquarters or the centers also. Most salient feature of the new EPS is its high resolution short medium range weather forecast. Means now the resolution that has come down to 12 kilometers. Means so much clarity. Earlier it used to be only 23 kilometers on grid scale. So now they can capture more precisely, and this would help sending out district level warning and forecast extreme weather events as before as 5 days. So normally they are saying that 10 days, but even before 5 days they can tell it. So that's important. New ensemble prediction system has been touted as the best available model after such a system available in Europe. Means the best is there in Europe and second best is in India. So it's a proud moment, and we are doing very well in the areas of space, weather forecasting, and technology. Next, the Asian Development Bank. As I told you, the headquarters is there in Manila, Philippines. Assisting construction and upgradation of road works under RRP. No, it is wrong. World Bank actually is supporting us. It has given us millions of dollars for that. And Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, that was started in December 2000 year during the Vajpayee's time. So first is wrong. Second is also wrong because it did not start in May 17. And the Ministry of Rural Development is actually taking lines of it. So both are wrong. D9 is the correct answer here. World Bank is assisting financial assistance from World Bank for PMGSY. This was the news in PIB. And Ministry of Rural Development was important here. Rural road projects that is going on, $1,400 million were given to us, assigned for us in January 2011. Additionally, $500 million we are getting from World Bank. It's additional financing, and in June 18 it was decided. Next, you see all these states like Meghalaya, Uttarakhand, and hilly areas and all, and some climate resilient technology using corridors are being created with this. So that's important. And Gram Sadak Yojana, that means Ministry of Rural Development is implementing it. So that's important. And the eligibility condition is also very important here. Before that, as I told you, in 2000 year it was started. Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana is 100% centrally sponsored scheme. 50% of the cess on high speed diesel that is being used under it. So the money that is being collected here, that is used in rural road developments. Next, allocation is increased to 19,000 crore rupees. Earlier it used to be only 14,000 crore rupees. Next, connected 65,000 houses. Okay, and 2.23 lakh kilometers of road, the longest network. And completion target advanced from 2022 to 2019 only. So this is the year where they are targeting just to complete it. And road length construction increased from 73.5 kilometer to 100 kilometer per day. So that's important. And you see, these are not 4-lane, 6-lane highways, so they are completed very early. So that is why they are anticipating that before 2019 and they will complete it. So it's a challenging task. Next, about the eligibility condition, if 500 people are living as a habitation in some village, then that would be connected to this Yojana. Revenue village or panchayat status is not necessary for that habitation. Means only it is necessary that people are living there. If in the documents it is not declared as a revenue village or panchayat, that is not necessary. Habitation only will suffice here. So this habitation is the unit for this program. That is the most important aspect of it. and the population of 250 in the hilly areas or in the remote areas and 500 for normal areas. That would be sufficient. And one more, OMAS, they may ask you about this OMAS, Online Management and Monitoring Accounting System. That was created by CDAC Pune, this Advanced Computing Center in Pune, and that is helping in e-governance area. So that's very, very important. And GIS system, Geographical Indication System. You see, we have heard about the Narega assets and all other important dams and all these assets. We are able to identify that on a digital platform on the maps only, because GIS system, Geographical Indication System, that is integrated to these important assets. So that is also being used here by OMAS. And if they ask you, CDAC Pune, the department under e-governance sector, that has created that. And you see, there is something called core network. What is core network? They may ask you. The minimum network of roads or the routes that is essential to provide basic access to essential social and economic services to all eligible unconnected habitation in selected areas and by all weather roads. That is called core network. So that is the main target here, that this core network should be created for all the villages, so that basic and essential services, social and economic, both are reaching up to these remotest of villages. Okay, next question, Aspirational District Program. Niti Aayog brought this program in January 18, not at its inception. Niti Aayog's inception was in January 15, and it was started 3 years later. So Aspirational Districts Program, where they are choosing some specific districts which are most backward districts in a lot of areas. So 5 important parameters are taken and a composite index is created out of that, and according to that they are choosing these districts. So this is actually right statement. Second statement is correct. Third, delta ranking. They are now giving us a delta ranking of these aspirational districts, not all the districts of India. So point out the line here. It is saying all the districts of India. So this is wrong. So this is again wrong. Second one is correct. So only 2 is the correct answer here. You can say it. Quickly and effectively transform some of the most undeveloped district of the country. That is the aim. Central and state level, there are Prabhari officers which are managing this situation, and in the districts, district collectors are given the responsibility of this particular scheme, the aspirational district scheme. And you see, in the district collector is the highest authority, and he must take its stand because it is the most important program for these backward districts. So that is why Aspirational District Program, ADP, and it was started. And indicators are these: health and nutrition, education, skill development, and basic infrastructure. And Champions of Change dashboard has been created for that. And here all the real-time information is given. Okay, so this is all about the Aspirational District Program, Niti Aayog's program it is, and they may ask you a lot of things about it, and it is a recent one, and in this year's prelims they may ask all these details. Remember that district collector is heading this in the districts, and central and state level Prabhari officers. So these Prabhari officers are specific in this. Okay. Now competition among districts driven by a mass movement or a Jan Andolan, that is the theme that they are going with, and the government is saying that these are low hanging fruits, means it's very easy to develop these important programs. And if I can suggest something here, that if you are going to write something on pollution, then this aspirational district program, that may help there also. This model may help there also, because some districts, some cities are extremely choked. So we can apply this particular way of choosing districts in that area also, because these both things are having a common and similar thing of imbalance. Means development is imbalanced, and there is a huge difference between cities and these backward districts. So this is necessary that we focus on some backward districts, and in the same way we can focus on the most polluted districts or cities. So this is all. Now we will talk about other important questions in the next lesson, and till that time, thanks a lot. Keep watching. It was Amit Sani.